out and on they go. They don't stop to think what God has just given them. They woke up. They feel good. Their health is good. They have this, they have that. They have many wonderful things to be thankful for. They can see, hear, breathe, move. What can be a greater gift than that? And that is why in your world, sometimes when tragedy happens, someone loses their ability to move or their ability to see or hear, they become intensely aware of everything else around them and what's going on in their world. And everybody goes, oh, what a shame. But yet it's opened new avenues, new doorways for them to see the world as God intended it. And your disadvantage is letting it go elude you when you have everything there you need to do it. It doesn't take a rich man. It doesn't take a special this or that. You don't have to have an IQ of a genius. In fact, the greatest person at all to receive the Father with no questions asked, no holds barred, here I am, take me, is someone that has very little education, very little understanding of many things in your world, but his greatest appreciation is he's thankful, grateful to the Father, Mother, God for his birth, for his ability to breathe, and to enjoy the world that was created for him. That is the greatest gift God gave you. All the rest is man-made. All the rest is just people, people, people. Your world today, everybody's going on about the misery, the sickness, the disasters, the wars. I have one question for everybody, and they need to make it in great big huge headlines across the world for everybody to read. Who created it? Sure wasn't God. Sure wasn't the angels. Sure wasn't all those over here trying to help everybody to live a good life, enjoy everything God gave them. And it sure isn't all the others in the other worlds that come down to earth to see what they can do to help straighten things out. So it really doesn't leave much of any place to put the blame, does it? We're not saying everyone in your world is to blame. But there are situations where those that know and understand really can't do a whole lot about changing things to a point. But everybody can do their part as far as saying, I'm a child of God. Go in and sit down, talk to the Father, Mother, God, embrace the forces. Relax, drift, enjoy the help, the understanding from all of those here in our world. And above all else, bless everything, regardless of what it is, regardless of how lousy your day is. Bless yourself, bless your family, bless everything around you, the trees, the flowers, the dirt, the house, the car. It doesn't matter. When you get up, look around and say, God bless everyone, everything, and everybody. God bless the world. And it takes a second, and you say it in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. But you do that every day, you'll notice how well you begin to feel. You'll notice how well things begin to move. And you'll notice with great insight how your understanding is growing. The sense of pleasure, calmness, and understanding you're building and receiving. That is the way it works. No one can just walk up and say, here, read this book, you're going to be a genius. No one can walk up and say, here, read this book, you're going to know everything there is to know. You can't do that. That isn't right. God put you here to learn. He put you here to grow, to understand, to feel, to reach out, to build that beautiful castle that you're dreaming of, that you want. It's happiness, sunshine, peace, and love. Once you have those, everything else is just here or there. And you've heard the old saying in your world, many, many people have had millions and millions of dollars, but yet they were the most unhappiest person in the world. Why? They didn't have love. They had no one that really cared about them. They couldn't find the peace and the happiness with the Father, Mother, God that was their birthright. So you see, you can have many, many things. You can have a big family. You can have wonderful possessions. You can have everything your heart desires. And yet be the saddest person on earth. Because you're lacking in the fundamental basics that makes you God's child. That is love and light, understanding, and the ability to know there's more than just you. There's this world and the next world. There's you, there's the angels, there's the Father, Mother, God, there's many loved ones, and on goes the list. So regardless of circumstance, trying times, difficulties, regardless of where you are, who you are, and what may be going on that day, always remember, you're a child of God. You are love and light. The sun is shining. The sun does surround you. The Father's wrapped you in love. You are perfect. You go forward until the day you come home. And you will still continue to progress and be God's child. God bless you all.